You're listening to Tipsy Book Reads. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're tipsy. Too many books on my TBR. Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How's it going?
It's going. It's going good. I need to make sure I'm on the same plane as you. There we go. Oh my God, you're so tall. Go back down. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what world are we living in?
We have the book.
We have two books.
T.A. Reilly's World. Beneath the Shatter, Book 1. Scattered Destinies, Book 1.
The way that I have watched that clip, probably all of the hundreds that are listed as watching, I am baffled at our stupidity. Or not even, it's just exhaustion.
Yeah, it's just like the oblivion that was our brains at that point.
We were done. We were done. We were ready for bed. And we still stayed up like 2 hours after that.
Yeah.
Talking.
Dang.
It's what it is. You got to decompress after.
It is what it is. We found our books. That's what matters.
We did. But just, you can't make shit up like that.
Was it the next morning that you were like,
No.
Jessica?
No, it was like 2 seconds later.
Okay.
Like when we ended and I went to go take everything down and I looked up. Maybe it was the next day. I don't know.
It all blurs together.
It blurs together, but I was just moving things and I look up and it's directly in front of my face. I even said to her, I was like, watch me go back and record this. And it's like right next to the video or next to the phone, or the phone is like right on top of.
It was.
And it was.
It's like me not realizing I had blinds for 3 years.
We had a lot of epiphany moments.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of us. I swear we're actually intelligent people and we both have degrees.
Whatever that means. Anyways.
Piece of paper. Anyways, exactly. We are in T. Reilly's world and we were going to ask her if she wanted us to keep saying T.A. Reilly or Reilly or
what?
Or her name, which I won't say until we're loud because I don't think it said it anywhere else in here. Anyway, so we're going to keep referring to you as T.A. Reilly for the time being. But synopsis of this book: a time-traveling romantasy.
Amazing.
You guys, I'm sure you did the same thing. I did not watch any videos. Nope. I didn't even read the back of the book. The way we literally just went on blind faith and was like, this is our next read.
Yep.
I didn't know anything about it. So when it started off in like modern world, I was like, oh, I thought this was a fantasy. And then they start talking about realms and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Modern fantasy. And then time travel. Sold.
Amazing. Which time travel for me can go one way or the other.
Well, we're scarred.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't mention it anymore because the last 4 episodes we've mentioned that damn book.
Okay, the book that shall not be named.
Yeah, the book that shall not be named. But I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What you drinking?
Oh, I didn't think to name it.
I thought we did.
Did we? Something about Sebatien?
Yeah. That was it. That's as far as we got.
Okay.
Sebastian's drink. Sebastian's.
Yeah?
Anger.
His vomit?
No, I was hoping if I said that, like, the next word would come to me. You know?
Yeah.
Sebastian's morally gray.
Sebastian's spice. His attitude. I don't know.
Ego. Sebastian's ego.
In drink form.
Sebastian's pride.
That's cute.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers. Sebastian's pride.
So I made a whiskey sour with, I actually made a very subtle lavender simple syrup instead of just regular simple syrup to get that lavender and lemon that
She talks about all the time.
Yeah, that's like the smell of the chateau. So,
In the city, too.
Yeah. So like subtle lavender, and then whiskey sour because they drink whiskey at the pub, and Sebastian has a sour attitude.
The way we will literally make a whiskey drink no matter what. Like,
I mean, they did drink whiskey,
I'm
so
so
in our
happy.
defense this time around.
I love it.
Yeah.
We were chatting about it, and we were like, oh, she talks about lavender and lemon. And Jess was like, oh, we've done so many of those. And prior to that, she was going to say a whiskey drink. And I wanted to be like, girl, talk about we've done so many of those. And I'm not mad about it.
It's always the answer. But I will say I've never included lavender in whiskey drinks before.
So when we were talking about it, and I was going to suggest that, and I couldn't put it together.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you think like, oh yeah, that'll taste good, I could not think of like what that would taste like. And not only does it smell like the best thing I've ever smelled in my life, it's so, I mean, whiskey, lemon, and lavender.
Yeah, I went very subtle with the lavender. I just made like a simple syrup with it, like a little bit of.
But you can taste it in like the after. Like
Yeah,
you go,
like the floral notes with like the sweetness of the bourbon just kind of work, right?
it literally goes lavender, bourbon,
Lemon.
No, lemon, bourbon, lavender.
And then more lemon.
Yeah. But I think it's because you're smelling
The lemon.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, I went to like a whiskey cocktail class when I was in Ireland. And now I'm just a whiskey connoisseur. Like, just
Amazing. If you weren't already a whiskey girl, you really are now.
let me just do one of these. Do one of these.
Trigger warnings?
Yeah, the way I just drank half that drink while we were talking about it. You guys, she gives trigger warnings in the front of the book. That's always
Yes.
a plus for me.
Yeah, we do love that. And what were they again? Oh, yeah. Violence, bloodshed, on-page death, profanity, torture, kidnapping, alcohol, murder, and explicit scenes. If that is not for you, that is okay. We will see you next book, maybe.
I don't even know what book we're reading next, do we? Yeah, because we have
I
it
think
planned
we
into
do.
March.
Yeah.
I just can't remember what it's
Yeah,
called.
me neither.
I do love when a book has warnings in the front, though.
Yeah. For sure.
And she also mentions in that paragraph, she's like, reader first. And you can so tell that.
Yes.
Because she gives us trigger warnings. She gives us a map. Oh, let me see the updated map.
Oh, this isn't it. It's in my car.
It's still in your car?
Yeah.
So I forgot we got, ours were signed.
I also forgot.
But also, did you know that there was a sticker hidden in mine?
Yes, remember?
I didn't until I picked it out.
And I was like, no.
So this is why you go and you buy books locally by artists that are local, or excuse me, authors that are local, because then you never know what you might
get
find.
fun things.
But anyways, we get that. The pictures.
Oh my gosh, the art in between the chapters.
I didn't know this was a picture book.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's so good. And it says the hand art is by Mickey. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I read that right. Cover design, hand art, and character art is actually by Angelica. I love the name Angelica.
Me too.
Angelica. Anyways, it's fantastic. So we get that. We get a little author's note in the beginning.
Yes.
Love that. We love an author note in the beginning.
We get a playlist.
A playlist. I was listening to it.
Pronunciation guide.
A pronunciation guide.
Ugh.
10 out of 10.
Amazing.
T.A. Reilly.
Amazing. So far, my favorite art. Okay, so we read chapters 1 through 14. And so far, my favorite art is the one right at the end of 14.
I stared at that way longer than I probably should have.
This is beautiful.
I was like, this is stunning. This is so gorgeous.
Incredible.
Go buy the book to see. We're not going to show you someone's art.
Nope.
But it's so beautiful. I love it. And I'm ready to dive into it.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, wait. Should we dive in or should I do a character breakdown?
Do it.
Thank you for my pronunciation guide. I'm still going to pronounce them wrong.
Because we can't even read the phonetic alphabet.
Cassandra. That's a given, right? That's her name?
Or is it Cassandra?
I think, but it's fancier if you say Cassandra.
That's true.
And it's French.
Yeah.
So I pictured it as Cassandra.
Me too, but we could be wrong.
Cassandra. Shit. Why does anyone listen to us?
Has pronunciation guide.
Still cannot pronounce it. Okay. She's the main character. She is a journalist, a little go-getter. She also trained it somewhat in like sword play, even though it was modern, which I love. I guess sword play is not the correct term, is it?
Probably not.
Sword fighting.
Yeah, sure. Well, because they still have the the scary things.
The what? Oh. Oh yeah. That's not on here, is it?
No. But I think it's
friend.
Easy enough
Saffron?
to.
The seasoning.
What is it called?
Oh, dang it. Yeah, they are scary. And she had to like fight for her right.
Seafers.
Seafers. Okay.
That's easy enough to pronounce, I hope.
Sebatien. He's prince. He is commander. He is gloomy. He is morally gray.
Broody.
He is broody. He is a little bit angry. A little bit scary.
He cute though.
He sounds cute. He sounds cute. The way he gets all up in her business, though, I would have slapped him so many times. I would have slapped him so many times.
I love the way she does not take his shit.
And that's why he loves her. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Katia? Katia? Okay, I definitely pronounced it in my head Katia the whole time.
I think so.
I just pronounced it differently than I've ever pronounced it in my head.
Yeah, I think it's Katia because there's an
Katia?
E there. It would be like AY if it was Katia, right? Katia.
Or Katia, because it's cat.
Sure.
Cat. This is so embarrassing. We cannot publish this shit.
It's fine. Cat.
Cat. I like that. She's sister. Sister. She is sister. We don't get to see a lot of her. But she's also got a little spicy side too. We see that a little bit at the end in chapter 13 of her being like, oh, wait, I don't give a shit either. And then we have
Draven,
which I'm going to just skip to favorite character. He's my favorite character right now.
Yeah.
He's so funny, but like slightly funny.
He is funny.
Like everything he says out of his mouth is funny, but I don't know. And his little like innuendos and funny, like I just find him hilarious. And he's captain of the guard, which not to like compare and contrast with Kale, but like.
Yeah, he's way better than Kale. But he and Emily. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Sebatien.
Oh, yeah.
Are besties for life.
Oh,
but
for
yes.
sure.
Emily.
We can pronounce things.
We can read.
I love that way of spelling Emily, though.
Me too.
It's super cool.
But anyways, they're Emily is, well, I don't want to just. She's also part of the army or what are they? Guards, soldiers. Do we know? She's part of the fighting crew, and she seems amazing.
Yeah,
like I love that she's giggly, fun, but also like badass.
Yeah. She and Cass are like besties too.
Mm-hmm.
Like she even said like it felt like they knew each other for forever. Love besties.
For everyone who's only listening, we just tried to do some sort of handshake and nothing happened.
Do you know what I'm mad about? Why don't we have a secret handshake?
Oh my god, we don't have a secret handshake.
Wow, are we even best friends?
Apparently not. My lips a
Gotta
lie.
work on that.
We gotta work on that, but we can't do it on here because then it won't be secret anymore.
Fair enough.
Okay, and then we have Eric's Codran. Cody.
Codron.
And Riker. I like the name Riker.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to put who is who. I left them empty.
Yeah, there's
But
some of the other princes.
They're in the bond.
Yeah.
But I forgot to. I don't remember which one's which.
Me neither. Bestie princes.
Bestie princes. Love that. They're part of the Prince Secret Club. Well, one of them's a king though.
Yeah.
Which one? I can't remember. Is it Cody?
Code? I don't know.
I'm really disappointed in ourselves. I think we just worked ourselves up so much, being like, "Oh, we got it. We have a guide," and now we're like, "Is
second guessing?
Is that it?" Okay. So that's your character breakdown as of now.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Cute.
Okay.
Are you ready to dive right in?
Oh yeah.
Cute.
Okay.
I can't wait to clip that and the captions try to figure out what I just said. Are you ready to dive right in? Some of the things that it thinks I say, we just talk really fast randomly.
Yeah.
We'll be at normal. We'll be at normal speed, and then all of a sudden, it's only you and I know what we're saying.
Oops.
And closed captions tells us that.
Yeah.
On a side note, really quick, did we set a timer for camera?
Nope, we did not. But I started this before we started the camera. Yeah, right before.
Yeah.
So we have maybe 10 more minutes.
Okay. We got 10 minutes.
Dang.
Did we really take that long chatting? Wow, we're such little chatters. Chatterboxes. Do you want to go first?
I don't even know where to start.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. I was confused at first.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was because I had no idea what was going on. And I was like, wait, what world? What time are we in? What am I picturing here?
Yeah.
But then I caught right up.
Okay.
It wasn't anything 300 pages go by and I still don't know what's going on. It was 3.
Yeah. I'm I keep thinking about, dang, she's going to lose her job.
Me too. I am so stressed. I'm so stressed out about the fact that, first off, why are you getting to the airport when your plane is boarding?
Anyone who lives near MCO knows, you need a good 2-3 hours.
Lately,
what are you
3.
doing?
Lately, 3 hours, unless you have TSA pre-check. Always do it. TSA pre-check or MCO has the ability to reserve a spot. You can do that too.
Yeah.
But couldn't be me. You know me. Oh, you know me.
Yeah.
I love traveling by myself because I can show up at the airport 3 hours ahead of time and no one will say a thing.
I'd much rather get to that other side of security and have time to kill than be stressing out.
And I will go straight to the gate. I will go straight to the gate. It could be 3 hours. My thing is not even up on the screen. I'm it's there.
Have you seen the TikToks that are I just had to see that my gate existed. Now I can go get something to eat.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. Or the water that I had to, fill up on my water bottle. I have to see the gate first. Oh, I have to pee really bad. Doesn't matter.
Nope. I have to make sure the gate exists and then I can go do whatever I need to do.
I don't know what that says about us. Anxiety.
Okay, but I saw a TikTok about it, so it's not only us, okay?
I didn't think there's no way it could be. Only us. But anyways, that stressed me out more than anything. The whole time she's having this conversation with her sister and she's I'm taking my time to I really need to leave.
Okay, bitch, go.
Leave. Go. Oh my god, you still have to go through security. This is in Sanford.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Wild. Oh my gosh. Anyways, that stressed me out. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So,
She like threw the necklace.
I mean, it was burning her.
It's burning
I don't
her.
blame her.
So the necklace opened a portal when it threw. Like, why don't we have the necklace anymore?
Right? Or maybe it is in the field somewhere.
That's what I am confused about.
Right. It's got to be there.
But I mean, yes. Okay, sorry, I had to figure out where we were. Yes, because they found like the beacon of the magic going off.
Yeah.
So it's got to be there, or at least the signature of the magic going off. There.
Right.
Damn, this drink is good.
Love. Okay, so I absolutely love Cass. She's like such a badass. I love that she does not take people's shit. She's like, oh, you're a prince. I don't give a, like,
yes.
You're not going to talk to me that way, or you're not going to like put me in a little box and like,
Yeah. You know
that kind of thing.
You know what's crazy?
What?
After I finished reading, I went and looked up on Goodreads to see what it was rated. And a bunch of people talked about how annoying she was. And that she complained the whole time. I'm like, I'm sorry. You wouldn't be complaining if you got transported to another time? With no, like, running water? You know what I mean? Like, there's no plumbing? You know how bad their breath smells?
Oh, yikes. There was like one point where it was kind of like in another fantasy book we read when somebody was like complaining about like, I can fight, like it kind of gave me that for a minute where she's like,
oh,
and I'm like, girl, but this is for your safety.
So true.
Like, shut up.
Like, I'm really glad that you went because the story continued.
Yeah.
But also, like, you know, you did put those soldiers in
and there comes a point where like, yes, you can fight, but also like all you have is this tiny little dagger, and also like to Sebatien's point, like you are the key to this magic. Should we really put the two of you together? No, we should not. It's not about you not being able to fight. Like, I know you can hold your own.
Yeah.
But like, now is not the time or the place.
I so agree.
Stand down.
But the way my trust issues would be, I'd be like, no, I'm coming in and I'm holding that key.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean that's right.
Sense. Right.
That doesn't mean that's correct.
Right. So there was a point where I was like, okay, my girl, like, this makes sense. Like, I get it. It's annoying. But like, he wasn't trying to like put you in a corner and like be misogynistic. Like,
nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah. Which I get. But also like, this one is for the safety of like the whole realm. Stand down.
No, I get it. I'm there, but then like, where would the book go?
Yeah. Yeah, she's too
it's for the
headstrong
plot.
for that. Oh my gosh.
I have to say I never knew that I needed a time traveling fantasy as much as I did.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I know that, I guess Outlander would be somewhat of a time, but it's more like a historical fiction time travel.
Yeah. Different vibes.
It is different vibes. But I was trying to think of anything that I've read like this before.
Right.
I love it.
We love a unique fantasy. I love the genre fantasy so much, but sometimes it is a little repetitive, which like understandable. Like,
did you see the thing I posted on Tipsy Book Reads? It was a story that said me complaining that I can figure out the plot, but I'm mad whenever it's not a young underage female main character who discovers she has powers and has to save the realm.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because, like, there comes a point where, like, it's going to be a little predictable. But this is a very unique story. I love it.
It is unique, and I feel like there's aspects that are so close to reality. Like, when in the very beginning, when they go to the cottage or the chateau, and she runs away and she's caught immediately. Like, immediately. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
You know, you think that there's not going to be guards watching her?
Please. Girl.
You think you can outrun the captain of the guard?
Also, like,
no.
You can't even ride a horse. Where do you think you're going to go?
At least, you know what? That's one thing we can do.
Yeah.
We always talk about how we would never survive and stuff, and you're always like, yeah, we can. And I'm like, be realistic.
We can ride a horse.
We can ride a horse. We're a lot of practice. As in, our muscles will be sore, but we can still ride the horse.
Yeah.
So take that. Cass. Anyways.
But also, like, I did feel for her all those long rides. Like, oh my God. It would be so
Days.
sore.
I could feel
Imagine the chafing.
I know, that's the whole time because she kept talking about how sore her legs were. And I was like, you're missing on the chafing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can feel it right now.
Yep.
The way that, like, it is the worst thing. It's awful. It's so bad.
Horse riding exhaustion is a different level.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyways, I feel you.
Should we take a quick break now?
Oh, yeah, that's a good
before we
idea.
like, get to a point where it's like,
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you in part by Fern and Fable Books, a little bookstore in Ormond Beach. Check out their website or their store.
I found the link to their website finally.
Oh, nice.
I've never looked because I can just go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found it and so I put it on our story.
Yay.
Would be
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah, I did see that.
But I was really proud of myself for finding it
Good job.
by just looking it up.
Sometimes it's as simple as that.
Sometimes it's literally that.
Yeah.
Okay. Where were we?
Anywho, okay, so can we back up really quickly and talk about the little 5 Prince bestie group?
Yes.
It's so cute.
It's adorable.
It's also really sad because
Very
the one
sad.
like died. But like how they like power share because of the bond now. So like, are they all woven now?
I think so. I think that's what it is. But I love the rules.
Yes.
Like that whole aspect is something that I know you've read a lot more like Fae realm things than I have. And so personally for me, like that's not something that I've read a lot of. And so I was like, oh, cool, something new.
Yeah.
And like even the mating bond thing was different.
So cool. I will say yes. Because there's always a set of rules. However, I feel like a lot of times the set of the rules are like copy pasted in other books, but this is very unique. Both the like dark magic that it took for the boys to have their bond and also the whole mate bond thing and how there's the 3 phases and you can like stop it, but like once it's done, it's done.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense than just being like, you can choose not to go with the mate.
Yeah. Like that's my mate.
Yeah.
And like
no hate on any of that.
Right.
But this makes more sense.
Yeah, I love this. And she's like, oh my gosh, like I cannot wait to read more about it because she's like, wait, hold on, like I'm not woven. What do you mean we're like have this bond? And they're like, well, it could be related to this necklace.
Or it could have something to do with your ancestry.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about your ancestry because everything's been
like
Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah. And I also love like the themes of censorship and stuff like that with the time travel piece.
And with journalism.
Yes. Because they're like, you're from the future. What do you mean you don't know all this shit? And she's like, well, there's not really that much information about it.
Nothing.
And I love themes like that. But yeah, this mate bond thing is wild. So she has this like one, and I loved that whole scene. His reaction to it. And how at the same time he like freaked out, but also was like very upfront about like, okay, this is what just happened. Like
we love communication.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Finally.
Yes.
Why is that more attractive than anything? You know what I mean? Not just like, I'll tell you later. Like,
right.
And like at first it really bugged me when she was crying and he was like, tell me what's wrong. I'm like, she'll tell you in time. But like
he just wants clear communication.
Yeah, communication honestly, king.
Yeah, but also like there were times where he didn't tell her.
Back up. Yeah.
Like things where they were going or whatever, and it's like, dude, come on. Like, do you want communication or do you not? Come on, don't leave her in the dark. But also, I loved it. I loved how he was just like, so there's this thing, and apparently this thing just happened, but it's okay. We can fix it.
I just imagine him being like, oh shit.
I loved all the soldiers' reactions. I loved when Draven was like, so what's that new accessory on your arm?
He's so funny.
He really is. And she was like, Boy, let me tell you.
Here's the thing.
And all the soldiers are just like chuckling, like, bro, good luck.
Like,
you are not enduring that.
I love it. I also love that he's like, met his match.
Yeah. And Emily says the same thing. Like, you're the only one that, like, doesn't take his shit. Like,
Which I don't know
match
how.
made in heaven.
Like, how is she the only one?
Because he's a prince, and you know how people act around royalty.
That's true. Yeah, I'm very excited to hear about just the rest. Like, especially, you know what? Like, I wrote, of course, they're mates because, like,
Right.
of course, but in the best way.
Right. Okay, so they got, like, the intimacy part. So the other two parts are, what are they? It's like, so the desire or intimacy is the first one. And then there's the third one is something about like sacrifice. Like you would literally give up your life for this person or whatever.
Which
is about to happen. Like, I feel like, And then the second one is something about like mutual trust, right?
yes, mutual trust, trusting on another level.
Yeah.
Emotional connection.
Okay. So the desire, equal desire in the physical intimacy, and then what you just said.
Emotional connection.
Emotional connection. And then the third one is technically what?
Sorry.
No, all good. I should have wrote it down. That one's like the sacrifice one or whatever. Like the putting them above you thing.
I'm gonna read it. I'm sorry, T.A. Reilly. I'm gonna read it. There are three maybe not. There are three phases. They don't have to happen in particular order. They just have to occur genuinely. The first phase is physical connection. The second phase is emotional connection, and the third phase is
devotion, because it's it takes a great act, similar to feelings of sacrificing one's life for the other.
So sorry. We'll try and cut that if we can.
I'll definitely cut it.
Yeah.
It might just we're
It just might be like
still.
Robot.
It's fine. It was a glitch. It's fine.
We gotta have one glitch in this in an episode.
Honestly. So, do you know what I didn't do again? Set a timer.
That's okay. I would like to talk about, even though like all of that, I knew you would love Sebatien. The whole time I'm like, this character is freaking made for Jessica. But I, for the longest time until the end, like loathed him.
Really? Oh my God.
I was like, you're so annoying.
I was instantly obsessed.
Like, I knew you would be. I knew it. But I was like, I would have slapped him so many times so far. I don't know, just the way he spoke to her, I'd be like, bitch, try again. Try again. You know,
see,
fix your face.
But I love that when there's somebody to like counteract it.
Yeah.
Like if Cass was not the way she is, like I think I would hate him too. But because she doesn't, like because she puts him in his place every time, I think it's fucking hilarious. It's incredible. 10 out of 10.
He's a little bit of a red flag, but we love a little bit of a red flag.
It's like a hot pink flag.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We'll find out.
Okay.
You know what I'm mad about?
What?
We didn't get to see more of the festival.
I know.
I was so excited about it. I love a festival scene.
Yeah. But
that's just me.
Thought we were going to get a good drink from the festival.
I know. See, we could have.
Cass got stuck out on a balcony.
But she stayed.
She did.
I'm proud of her.
The growth.
Amazing.
So, anyways, they go to find this pendant, right?
Pendant. All I heard was pen. And I was like, oh, your henna is so much more on than mine.
Right?
We still have our hennas from the book fair. Mine, maybe my skin just doesn't like, I don't know.
Because the ghosty came off more.
Yeah, but I did go
too.
swimming a bunch.
Either way.
Sorry.
So they go to find this pendant and she like sneaks along, but like he low-key knows it.
Yeah.
And then he saves her from the jaguar or whatever it was.
She's like, how do you know that I wouldn't have survived? With what weapons?
You had a tiny little dagger. Come on.
Buddy.
Like, I mean, not that you couldn't hold your own if you had more weapons, but like, he's a freaking wolf. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
And so, anyways, the fight was freaking intense. Like, that battle and, the arrow in her arm. Oh.
And then he like kept
Oh.
yeah.
That scene, I was like, oh,
Both
God.
the battle scenes have been pretty intense. Like the first one when we see he turns into a wolf.
Right.
And then that secondary where she's like, I can't move. He told me never, like, not to move. And then I love that she even in her head goes, we didn't think of like a scenario.
Yeah, where
like,
the battle was here.
Yeah.
And then the arrow like flies into her tree and she's like, okay, I'm moving now.
Like, and it's time to go.
Yeah, that was, but like seeing it from her perspective and like feeling the pain, and like how he like pulled her hair back and she's like falling down the mountain.
Yeah, she's beat up.
Yeah, and she's
Boo
just
is not
like,
gonna feel good in the morning.
and I prayed for a swift death.
I mean, at that point,
yeah.
so
It's not looking too hot for you, sweetheart.
Mate is gonna be real mad. He's gonna be like, hello, where's my girl? You know?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Like, is he still in that little, like,
right?
you know?
Because it took like all day.
Mhm.
Like, where have they been?
Is he also captured? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to talk about predictions?
Yeah. Okay, and I'm getting this because there's more than one book. We know this.
Which I love, but also
I don't think she's gonna get home in this book.
No.
I think she's gonna get stuck there. I almost feel like there's gonna be like a choice where either she has to like save the realm or go home, and whether or not she can send her sister home, but she has to stay with the pendant, or like something in that situation where she has to make a grave sacrifice.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree.
That's kind of what I had.
I agree.
Or they get thrown into the modern world with Prince, and they have to figure out how to get back.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Enchanted?
yes.
Enchanted?
Yes. I was like, what is
No,
this?
not
I know
Enchanted.
this.
Just Enchanted.
Just Enchanted, yeah. That's funny.
Never mind.
So I definitely agree. I think that either neither of them are going to make it back, or she maybe will send her sister back. I think, though, maybe more long term, I feel like, okay, so they're obviously like mate bonded, right? And like, I think that's going to continue. Like, she's taken right now. I think he's going to like sacrifice him like self for her, and it's going to like do another like band of the bond or whatever.
Another
And
band coming.
yeah,
for
and like
sure.
once you got out, like there's no coming back from it once
Yeah.
you're, so I don't think, maybe it'll be some type of situation where like they find a way to like go back and forth, like she stays with him and like they like end up married or whatever, but she can like go see her family, because I don't think she's gonna like
She's just
completely
hopping
sacrifice
timelines.
that either. Yeah, I think she will.
I think it'd be so cool.
Yeah,
I love that.
I don't know.
How many books are there? Do we know?
I
Well, we
don't
know there's definitely
remember.
going to be 2.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to ask her.
yeah.
Very cool, though. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. If you got transported to another world with your sister and there was a battle going on and you just realized, like, oh, this is real life, not a fake thing, would you, no, I'm just kidding. Would you leave your sister and go and run off because a prince told you to? She literally left her sister. And when, you know what I'm talking about? In the very first, like, fighting scene, the prince is like, when he shows that he's a wolf, the prince is like, run, go. And she's like, well, I hope my sister's okay. Gets on the horse and takes off. And the whole time she's like, I hope she's fine. Maybe I should turn back and see if she's okay. I would have been like, nope, where's my sister?
That's fair, but also the sister was with all those other soldiers. She was by herself.
Well, with Prince.
Yeah, but Prince is well occupied.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, she actually didn't know where the sister was.
Yeah.
So maybe she wasn't. I don't know. But I was just like, would you run? You don't have to answer that.
Because I don't know. Maybe I just read it as like this, like, yeah, she was obviously worried about her sister, but I took it as like the sister was with the rest of like all of those soldiers. Like, she's
But
probably
that's
gonna
not
be
what I'm
better
asking.
off when.
I'm asking you, would you run?
If I didn't know if she was like safe, probably not.
So I'm saying she
wouldn't
didn't
say-
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't like that.
I don't know.
It was like sisters forever.
Yeah.
But I do love their bickering.
Yeah.
Such sisterly bickering. But anyways, just curious. I wouldn't. Okay. So, do you have Enneagrams?
I did Hogwarts houses. Oh, one more thing. When they were riding on the horse together, and she was like, "Oh, you apparently don't mind this." He's like, "I never said I did."
Loved it.
So funny.
Loved it. No shame. So do you want to go first?
Okay, so I think Cass is a Gryffindor.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Kat is a Hufflepuff.
Interesting.
Or maybe a Ravenclaw, but I feel like I don't know her enough yet.
Oh, yeah, I don't know her enough.
Sebatien is
The heartburn.
a Ravenclaw or a Slytherin. I feel like he's very cunning. Are you okay?
Trying to reach my phone.
Emily is a Hufflepuff and Draven is a Gryffindor.
All good points. I'm pulling up my Enneagram worksheet that I was going off of. I did Enneagrams. What came up is Beyonce's Texas Hold'em.
Honestly, a banger.
Okay, Enneagrams. Okay, so I said that Cass was a 3 or a 4.
Okay.
Which the 3 is the achiever, a success-oriented, adaptive, excelling, driven, and image-conscious. And then a 4 also is more of dramatic, self-absorbed, and temperamental.
Okay.
And I give both those vibes. So I don't know if she's like a 3-wing 4 or something like that.
Okay.
Sebatien, I got as an 8. Challenger.
Okay. Yeah.
This one describes it as powerful, dominating type, self-confident, decisive, willful, and confrontational.
I'm an 8.
Which is all of those things. So I know you're an 8. Which I almost like didn't put it because I didn't want you to think that you were like him.
I mean, I love him.
I know. So, but I was like, that's literally what he is. Okay. And then, what's his name? The best friend? Draven. A 6 because he's a loyalist.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
But other than that, I didn't get farther.
Okay.
Love it. What kept you home?
Oh, man. Do you want to go first?
Oh, yeah, I can go first. What kept me home was editing the episodes and reading. What kept me up? I'm taking it back to when we started this, and it was supposed to be like a something that irritated us.
Yeah.
Instagram. And I'll tell you why. Because I set up all these accounts, right? So it has to tag or connect to a personal account. It has to. It is connected to my personal Facebook. However, I have put it so many times as sharing to Tipsy Book Reads. So if we post on Instagram, it would share to Tipsy Book Reads Facebook. We never used to have an issue, ever. Randomly, in the last week and a half, it has shared all of the things on my personal Facebook. Here's the thing.
Annoying.
I don't want everyone on my personal Facebook to see these things. I'm going to be honest. I don't. And so it has been so annoying. And I even check, like I go and make sure it doesn't say select Facebook or whatever. It'll still post. I don't know what the heck is going on. I've turned off all of sharing across apps. It just turns itself back on. It is
so rude.
So rude. I do need to update the app. But it's connected to my old Apple ID, so then I have to delete the whole thing and then redo it, and then it's just like a whole ordeal. But if I can be guaranteed that I, number 1, will have all my passwords saved, and number 2, that it'll fix the problem, I would do it.
Yeah.
but I don't have that guarantee.
Annoying.
Mhm.
Dang.
That's getting my nerves along with like all the negativity lately.
Yeah. I feel that.
Like nothing, no one is happy with anything. No one is satisfied with anything. Everyone just has to. I think the problem is people are going into things with the most craziest expectations.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I won't go into any spoilers, but the last Crescent City book, I went in with zero expectations. I loved it. I enjoyed my read. I had so much fun with it. I even talked to DEG a little bit about it, of just like how I liked it and blah, blah, blah. But if you scroll on TikTok, like, people are bashing it.
Haters.
But it's literally because they went in with insane expectations. Insane. So I'm like, let's remember to manage our expectations. And you would enjoy life so much better, so much more.
Yeah. Dang.
That's my rant of the episode.
I love it.
Thanks.
What kept me home? I wasn't really home. I feel like I had lots of, like, work was kind of crazy, and I had, like, an appointment at the DMV that took forever, and I just, like, was very busy this week. It, like, flew by. I was like, what do you mean the week is over? It was wild. And then what kept me up? I would say...
Is that your foot?
It is my
Oh my
foot.
God. I thought it was the leg of the table, and I just realized. Sorry.
It's okay.
I've just literally been playing with Jessica's foot this whole time, thinking it was the table. These socks are thick.
I love that for you.
Mm-hmm.
What kept me up? Probably same thing, people's negativity on social media and just hating on everybody for everything. And
Just let people enjoy stuff.
honestly, everyone yucking on everyone else's yum.
I'm so over it.
And in real life too, like, people have been being weird and negative and mean to people. And I just don't understand. But yeah, it's rude. Be nice to people.
Yeah.
Everyone be nice to people.
It like makes you feel better too.
Honestly, like, when, I don't know, like, random acts of kindness and stuff like that just, like, fill your soul. And I feel like people have just been running on an empty cup and are, like, not filling their own cup or other people's, and it's just like everybody's drained and over it. Whereas if we were just more kind to people, everybody would enjoy their lives so much more.
And I think every little act of kindness starts to fill up your cup a little bit more.
Absolutely.
And so, I don't know. I guess if you take anything out of this episode today, it's maybe go do a little random act of kindness. It doesn't have to cost money. It can even literally just be smiling at someone or asking, someone who looks like they're having a bad day how they're doing. Like, it could be just as small as that. So.
True that. Also, a quick shout out.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, was it Kelly? Amber, Kelly, and Mackenzie. Thanks for listening to our podcast. I met
that was 3 different people?
Yeah.
The way I read it as one name.
Oh,
like,
that's okay.
first, middle, last. I was like, dang, you really got the information out of it.
That's so funny. So I love meeting people in real life that listen to our podcast. It's so exciting.
Which is crazy.
So thanks. Huge shout out to you.
That's so nice. Thank
We
you for
love it.
listening. I don't know
love
why.
Or like seeing our merch in the wild, stuff like that.
Oh
It's
my
like,
gosh,
I love it.
it's wild.
10 out of 10.
It's amazing.
Y'all are amazing.
Well, like, comment, subscribe, review. Every little bit of that helps increase us on the charts. And I'm not gonna lie, all my favorite podcasts lately have been so negative too, and they're climbing the charts. And you know what? Good for them. But let's put a little positivity on those charts. You know what I mean? Even if it's not just us. Like, if you have other podcasts that you like that are positive and stuff like that, like,
Hype them up.
go review them. Go hype them up. Share the love.
Spread the love.
Speaking of, we love you.
Stay tipsy.
Bye.